Hello, everybody. I've been hiding behind the bracket. How are we all this evening? For those that were there, saw an amazing matchup just gone between underqualified and their opponents, who I should know the name of off the top of my head, but it has eluded me for the time being. Intoxicated Bowlers, of course. There's a very, very tight series between the two teams. Hopefully we get something similar here. We've got some pretty lopsided matchups. I've got Waynsta here. Let's go. Got some pretty lopsided matchups, possibly, in the 2s and 1s. We have got Lawsy, who has put his hand up to play 1s this time around. Which means he will win. More than likely, I don't think there are many other than perhaps Apples, Turpos, or Wolftick that will match up at all against Lawsy. For those that don't know, Lawsy stacks up as one of probably, if he plays the game mode frequently, one of the top 10, I'd say, OCE ones players based off MMR that I've seen over previous series. So, yeah, take that for what you will. Breezy's fairly honest about his ability in 1s. So we're going to see Breezy take Lawsy on in the 1s, top seed versus top seed. Possibly leads to a lopsided match, followed by a possibly lopsided 2s match as well. I'm going to try and get them to play the 3s last. And we'll see what they come back with, because I feel like that will be the defining game mode here if everything goes according to plan. Poor lad having to organise a funeral. Yeah, someone's going to have to. Breezy says sure for the 3s last. We'll see what we're going to do. So we'll see if Breezy wants to jump in there first. Pibbles, how are you? Pibbles, I'm assuming you're a fan of Mobbles. Maybe you are Mobbles? I'm not too sure. Looks like a familiar name nonetheless. Welcome aboard. Hopefully we get a dubski out of Team Tentacle, their first win of this chapter. Saying that, both teams are both hanging by a thread here on 0 and 2. One team will be eliminated. It's our second elimination match of Crew Battles Chapter 5. Excuse me while I just reorientate my microphone. Another good one coming up. It should be good. When we hit the 3s, it'll probably be a tough ride until we hit the 3s. Hopefully there's some chatters around that enjoy spearmint milk or cold pizzas, perhaps, to keep us entertained. Or I could be completely wrong and we're going to get an entertaining matchup regardless. We're seeing teams suggest that 1s isn't a huge problem. Breezy's not said no, didn't really say yes, but we're going to run it. Anyway, we're going to the 1s. Breezy will face off against Lawsy. It's the first time we have seen Lawsy play 1s on stream, but we have seen him in the other game modes, and he looks like a very scary player. Not someone that I would feel comfortable playing 1s against, but Breezy will take to the field against him here. The Flying Dutchman. Wait a second, we got Rook. Hold on a second. It's Rook up against Breezy. Okay, I must have missed something. We actually have Rook against Breezy. We ended up getting the matchup that I wanted to see in the end. I've kind of got my own way here somehow. I'm not sure how. Yeah, that's caught me off guard. We've got Lawsy versus Rook. Breezy versus Rook. Interesting, because I think that does create the best matchups all around. Actually, that's got me excited, because I think we may have good series now. I just spent the last 5 minutes talking about how we might be in for a whitewash 1s and 2s before we hit the 3s, but that might not be the case at all. It's a good save there from Breezy. We've seen how good Rook is in the 1s. I was talking to Breezy about this before the match. They feel like going down this path, although it does make probably the best 3 matchups, is probably going to work against them in a big way. What a flick from Rook from downtown. You see Breezy turn and run away immediately, knowing the threat. You kept plenty of space between him and Rook as well. It's just too good of a flick. Breezy's pre-jump there ended up throwing him slightly out of position. How are you, models? Welcome. Rook Splicks are beautiful. Yes, I saw you land a couple of gems as well in your 1v1 series. Well met against Scrappy. I thought Scrappy would go in as heavy favourite there. We've seen Scrappy play a lot of ones. He's a very, very talented ones player. You held up nicely against him, mate. Shouldn't beat yourself up over that one at all. So yeah, welcome Kadachi. Welcome Aussie. How are you? Wizard of Oz. How you going? Mobbles in the chat as well. Up the Team Tentacle. Yeah, you guys have pulled the wool over my eyes. I thought we were going to see Lawsy versus what is Flick from Breezy players trading flicks with each other here. I thought we were going to see Breezy versus Lawsy, which would have been in some ways fun in its own right, but probably wouldn't have led to the best spectacle. Of course, for those that didn't catch the stream last night that I was in, we are organising full tilt again. We will see Lawsy in full tilt. We're not sure exactly where Lawsy's going to sit in the bracket for that. He could well sit at the very top of it, given the names that we've got so far. It is an absolutely stacked lineup, but we haven't got any confirmation from Caleb yet, which means that Lawsy may well be the best ones player we have available. Possibly him, Apples, Wolftick, Arge. Those guys will grapple it at this point, I would say. Nasty as well, last Full Tilt's reigning champion. For those that missed the very end of Full Tilt in Season 2, that was incredible between Lawsy and Apples. Anyway, welcome back to the match. We have Rook versus Breezy. Yeah, we're talking about Lawsy versus Breezy. We've got Rook versus Breezy. We know how good Rook is. I was saying it's probably not the most favourable matchup for the Flying Dutchmen because they've fished out the top seed from them to face off the mid seed from Team Tentacle in Rook. But Rook is a ones main. It is actually his strongest of the 3 game modes and could well make him the favourite of the matchup, and then we'll send Waynsta and Frosty into 2s to face off against Lawsy and Mobbles, which is another game mode where they will be met pretty hard, you would say. So Breezy's got a big job to do here. Yeah, this is a different matchup. Yeah, I was just saying that they've agreed to the Rook versus Breezy matchup instead, which will lead to 3 more even matchups. But like I was saying, it doesn't really favour the Flying Dutchman in any way. I think Breezy would have rather, if he had his own way, take the bullet against Lawsy, give his team probably a better chance in the 2s, and expect to take the 2s and send them to the 3s. This way, it feels like it's going to be 3 very tight contests with the top seed in Breezy facing off against the mid seed in Rook.
Just do it!
It's a bit loud. Yeah, they probably are all a bit loud. I haven't adjusted them. My sincerest apologies. Anyway, Breezy's putting up a good fight early on. We've seen Rook play a fair bit of ones. He's taken all the ones for his team so far. This is the 3rd in a row for him. He also faced off in Full Tilt in Season 2, where he took down Nob and then met Flixer. If you missed that one, that was a thriller as well. He took the first 2 games against Flixer. Flixer opted for the car change, ended up rocking up in the Aston Martin DB5 and reverse swept Rook. Ended up being a 1-goal game in game number 5. It was an extremely entertaining series. Players locked up at 2 apiece. We'll battle here. Interesting to see how Breezy goes here. He doesn't play much ones. He doesn't play much ones on stream at all. I think the only times I can remember Breezy playing ones on stream were 2 occasions, both occasions against La Mayonnaise, and both times he copped an absolute public flogging. This time though, he's playing really well against Rook. Gets a good 50 there, but the ball doesn't bounce kindly for him. Breezy will count. He's low on boosts. Boost management, huge part of 1v1. Breezy has been grinding the game mode though in private settings, taking on the likes of Mers, LeMayo and Nob. Good play from Rook, gets over the top of Breezy. Breezy hung around in the forward line, low on boost there. As soon as Rook went over the top, he was going to always struggle to get back. Not too good on this occasion. Is Nob in the next Full Tilt? Not yet. No, Nob is not yet in the next Full Tilt. We're just waiting to hear back from some other players. There's only 30 positions available, and yeah, at the moment we've got a really stacked lobby. Just waiting to hear back from some more players that are established GCs in ones that will probably hang with the Titans that we've already got yet, but we'll see. Once we start hearing no's from some players, we'll start reaching out a little bit further. Nobbo's taken a little bit of a step back from the game as well. You could say he didn't put his hand up for crew battles. The first time we have not seen Nob in crew battles is this chapter. He's been playing a lot of the game. Good shot from Breezy. Gets one back here. Staying alive in the contest. Moving quick there. Rook got into a really good position there. But Breezy just hung around. The ball bounced kindly for him. He closes the gap to 1. Really important game here. I'll be interested to see how Frosty and Waynsta go come the twos against the mighty Lawsy. Oh, good kickoff from Breezy. He's equalised. Rook has worked really hard for the lead he had. Had a pretty handy 2-goal lead in a low-scoring game. Breezy scores and makes it a double off the kickoff. We're all square. Yeah, we saw, I think, last time the Team Tentacle team played, they finally found some chemistry. It took at least 1 or 2 games of the threes to find it, but they started to find their groove. Mobbles and Lawsy started working around each other nicely. They looked a very dangerous team when they had their engine going. Breezy takes out Rook here. He's going to get back as well. The ball will go wide. That demo was critical for Breezy. He's playing with fire here, though. Dribbling the ball straight down the middle of the ground. Goodness me. Rook challenges over the top, but can't quite as it grounds. And we will go to OT, locked up at 4 apiece. Good kickoff for Rook, delayed by Breezy. Will he get back to it? Ends up tripping up. Rook has to take the ball wide. The ball bounces awkwardly. Rook will get 1 chance at this on no boost. Flicks up. Breezy also pretty much no boost. Rook takes a pad. Gee, it's the battle of 0 boost here. Who will get the better 50? It's Rook in the end, but the boost will go to Breezy. Rook will have to bail from the play. Touch from Breezy only as far as Rook. Rook has used all of his boost. He actually ended up taking the mid. Breezy walks it past. How's the ball going to bounce? It's going to bounce up. And Breezy will have to reload from the midfield. Takes it out wide here. Rook's got boost. Breezy has boost. He's given up the play to Rook here. Rook will get a chance now. Flick available. Breezy's going to have to make a save. He can't. It's huge from Rook. Gets plenty of power into the far side. And Rook ends it. Breezy had the ball in his attacking half to start us off in OT. Rook fires on target with his first opportunity and takes the first game as a result. Gee, he's a dangerous ones player, isn't he? You give him a little bit of space, he can do plenty of damage. Should be an entertaining series. It's good that we've got the Breezy and Rook 1v1 series. I'm sure Lawsy would like nothing more than to go to work and just nail clip after clip against Breezy. Represents its own style of entertainment value for sure, but this will be surely the far better spectacle in terms of competition. Breezy definitely not out of this. Played a good game of ones to start us off here. Rook didn't look comfortable at certain stages in that. Held a handy 2-goal lead in the middle. Breezy doubled up quickly to take it away from him. First game in the end goes in favour of Rook. They will meet once again in the middle of the ground. Good kickoff for Rook. Breezy bails for boost. Rook's going to take to the air here. He's measuring up for it. What's he got? Flip available. Musty. Breezy's there. Oh, gee, Breezy nearly started. Breezy knew what he was doing. Made me squirm in my chair slightly. Takes to the air. This is a dangerous play from Breezy. Doesn't look like a ones play to me. Ends up giving the ball away to Rook once again. Rook, the recovery off the wall. Multiple wave dashes. Third one for his trouble here. Breezy challenging over the top. Doesn't give much away. Thanks for the follow, Pibbles. It's a slow-moving encounter, this Breezy. The threes main certainly used to a much faster flowing game than what we're seeing here. Players tit for tat in the corner. Breezy gets it over the top. Rook waiting for that exact thing. Takes it wide. He's going to go into the air again. Breezy will recover. Trying to get some boost in time to make the save. Musty available again. It falls short for Rook. Breezy not with the best save though. Rook able to get a bump. Breezy with plenty of boost though. Jump off the ball. Does well actually. I don't think he had the boost to execute that play, especially with Rook challenging off the ball. Quick turn from Breezy. One shot available here. Can he get it? Yes, he can. Scores the first goal of the game. Well-constructed goal from Breezy. saw the opportunity to challenge, went high. Rook nearly got back to effect the save, but Breezy over the top opens his account. If you're watching Thor, takes the first goal of the game for his trouble. The kick off from Rook once again, the better recovery too. Will take the ball into the air again. He's fallen flat on these aerials the last couple of times. Don't think the Musty's available this time. Takes another flip reset out wide. Breezy will take control of the ball. Rook will take mid boost. Breezy's already up. He's going to force nothing out of. I thought he was going to force a save out of Rook here. The ball goes well high. And not required to jump at all. Breezy just hanging around in the midfield here, just firing pot shots, causing Rook, or forcing Rook's hand, I should say. Although Breezy has backed off now. Rook again. He's going to the wall once again. He's confident with the aerials. He's not giving up on the idea that he will clip here. Gets a second reset now. Breezy's going to have to wait to challenge. Musty goes high. Can he get the dunk? No, he can't. Double flip, Musty double on offer for Rook. Misses out on the final piece of that puzzle. Breezy still hangs on to that narrow 1-goal lead. Lux, how are you, mate? Welcome to the stream. Good shot from Rook. Breezy, oh, he's backflipped. He was caught in two minds. You could see he was caught in two minds there. He took the first jump, but he didn't give his car any lean. It looked like he wanted to try and tip that over the bar with a good recovery. In the end, he tries to lean a little bit too late and jumps while doing so. Ends up with the backflip. Yeah, I'm good, bud. I'm good. Hope you're feeling better. I know you were under the weather this morning.
Bruh.
Mr. Dave's school as a result. You hate to see it. Miss there from Rook. Breezy doesn't dive in, though. Kevin from Breezy would have just gone flying past the play there, I think, as Rook ended up getting the touch. Very low scoring encounter between the two players here. Rook will take this back. Breezy looking for the demo. Would have been effective. Would have been a goal almost certainly had he nailed it. That's going to be a goal regardless. There's no way Breezy misses out here. He takes the lead back. Rook needs a debuff. Yeah. It's actually really weird to see somebody main ones to be so competent in ones and so comfortable, so strong in the game mode. But he suffers in the others, from what I understand. I feel like we haven't seen the best of him so far in the threes. He gets a little bump from behind. Not really effective though. Stays in the play. In a good position here. Rook will have to bail from this at some point. He does now. Breezy picks this one up. Flip available for Breezy. Will he go low? He actually drops the ball. Tries to go around. Not a bad play. He'll be low on boost. The mid is gone as well. He challenges early. Gee, I didn't think he was going to do that. Rook didn't think he was going to do that. He's not going to get to it. He's got no boost, and he also has no lives left here. Will respawn in defense. Then we met with another aerial from Rook. This will be his, I think, fourth attempt for game number 2. It's his fourth failure. Breezy will walk this all the way down, if you would fancy, and he will score his third. And he's will open up to believe his first 2-goal lead of the series. Looking comfortable all of a sudden. Rook is feeding him opportunities with the setups that he is going for. This is a pivotal series in the context of the crew battle. Rook holding on to that 1-game lead, mind you. Getting into position, you can see Rook, he was moving at speed. He only had one intention from the start there, and that was to eliminate Breezy. Closes that gap once again.
Not like this. Not like this.
It's good to have the sound alerts back. How I've missed them. Some quieter than others, though. The ones that were played earlier was super loud. Gonna need some adjustment there. It's out here. Nice flick. He's gonna force Rook's hand here. Rook just gives him the ball. Gets in the way. No, he doesn't. Well done by Breezy. The early flick was a good option there for sure. Rook was really close. He didn't have that much boost in the tank as well. Had to use all of it to affect the touch and make the save. It would have taken one heck of a touch from Rook to clear that out of harm's way. Breezy follows up. He's opened that 2-goal lead up once again. Good kick off for Rook this time. One shot available for Rook. He shoots. He scores. Stays in the contest once again. Every time Breezy puts some space between the players, it's immediately closed up by Rook. So you can spam all the casters. Yeah, there's only a 3-minute timeout on them as well. Might have been a mistake. Breezy loses the kickoff, but will gain possession. Does give the ball directly to Rook. He's probably going to challenge. He does. Oh, Rook's missed out his backflip. Can Breezy get around it without dying? No. He wasn't going to. He did the maths quickly on that one. Figured that out for himself. Flicks it over the top. That's a goal. He knows. He runs away from the goal explosion. And once again, Breezy J leads by 2. Not interested in throwing in the towel in the one series against the ones main. Breezy J wants to get the job done for his team here. Poor challenge from Breezy. I meant to say Rook just stands strong. Breezy went all in on that one. Fake challenge, probably the better option there, as Rook didn't have the ball on top of his car. Breezy could have just turned, drew a challenge later. He went for the all or nothing. Scoreline closes up once again. It's never comfortable for him, is it? Every time he does open that 2-goal lead, gets closed back up immediately. Chance now on the ball, similar setup to what we saw Rook just have. You see the difference in the challenges there as Rook turns and shadows. Ends up drawing a good 50. Breezy will take the boost. Rook's going to have to work with half a tank there if he's going to want to score. Breezy gets a good challenge though. Rook is empty. He'll have to take mid. The ball should favour him here. Shoots on target. No, it's wide, I think. Yes, it is. No panic for Breezy yet. 10 seconds remaining. Rook for a challenge, can't quite find it. He just wants to steal the ball away from Breezy here. Has Breezy given it to him? He has. Rook can't keep it up. Not without giving it straight to Breezy anyway. Breezy takes a game off of the ones main Rook and looks to get his engine going. 1 game apiece. They've been 2 very close games so far. This is a nerve-wracking ones match for both players. Lawsy waits in the following 3 game modes. Oh, sorry, following 2 game modes. I can count. 3 is a high number. It is tricky. Very entertaining series we have on our hands. How is everybody's, what is it today? Tuesday? How's everyone's Tuesday been treating them? I had a reasonable day. The wife went to work. 1 kid went to school. Made some big gains in Celeste for those that have played it. For those that haven't, you should get it and play it. It's an absolute banger. Not bad. Home all day. Yeah, you love to hear it. Did you end up finishing the B-side of Chapter 7? I think it was. Chapter 7 B-side? Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Here we go. Final game. Players yet to take to the field. There is Rook. Here comes Breezy. I'm not sure. Oh, we did have a prediction. I just missed it at the start. For those that missed it, unfortunately. There weren't many people around, I think, when the prediction was running. But I'd be interested to see who everyone's money was on here. I'd love to run one right now, just for the ones. It's a tight series. The wall jumps are tough. They're tough. They really hammer you with that mechanic in the C-sides as well. You've got to get very good at that very quickly, unfortunately. 63% on Team Tentacle. There you go. Really good setup here. Left and right, over the top. Breezy will need to save. He can't quite. Breezy, keep it out of the net. Well done from Rook. He went right. He went left. He flicked high. Breezy unable to keep it out. You can see Breezy went around. He wanted to keep it out the side. He could have tipped it over the bar as well. The decisions you have to make in the blink of an eye. Or he thought he had the space. He was probably in ball cam, or he would have had to have been in ball cam the entire time. Probably unaware of exactly how far away they were from the net. He's conceded the first goal. Good execution there from Rook. Takes it into the corner. Looking for Mech. It hasn't worked for him so far. Breezy's eyes light up. The mid boost available as well. It'll keep Breezy in this. He actually ends up giving the ball to Breezy as well. Not sure if he's going to go. He doesn't. Ends up just absorbing the heavy touch from Rook there. Hello, Oldervex. How are you, mate? Who's the Breezy J guy? Yeah, I know. Where's this? Where's the Obelisk or whatever his name is? That's my boy Obelisk. Yeah, exactly. Oh, good challenge from Breezy. Oh, he's missed. Breezy's panicked a little bit there. He hasn't got around it. Gee, the first big chance of game number 3 for Breezy. He's missed out. Sends the ball wide. Great to actually just call me Vex. Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Welcome, welcome. You a Rocket League player yourself? Can we sub out Breezy for Obelisk? Yeah. Yeah, actually, he was. I think before the match, I saw that he was on that account. I made him switch because we're gonna start trying to force players. Oh, good shot from Breezy. Opens up his account here. Finds his first. You're a GC. Nice, nice. Yeah, we can't have the admins in the rocking different names if we're going to try and enforce all the other players too as well to have their regular names appear in game. Admins. He's going to tip that one across the face of goal. Rook's going to take all of the boost. Oh, shot. Rook's found his second. Looks strong early here in game number 2. Breezy, not many options available. Had no boost. Rook with a really good setup there. Gave nothing away as to when he was going to fire that shot on target. Ends up delaying his flick to the last possible moment. He scores his second. Last anti-fire. Rook is dangerous. Yeah, he's a very good ones player. Very, very good ones player. Oh, he's going to be a goal to Breezy. Rook has gone for mid. You give a guy a prep up. And he goes and does that. Just talking about how good he was at ones. He just disappears in the midfield for the boost. Breezy with the open net available scores his second. We're halfway through the game. We're halfway through game number 3. They're one apiece. We still have no idea who the favourite is to win this game. Breezy is doing well to hang in against a very talented ones player. He's got much gap between the two players now. We saw this earlier. Rook cut the ball left and went for the flick. Ends up just going for the flick immediately this time. Breezy tips it over the bar. Gets up for this as well. Rook's hung around. Went for the jump challenge. Breezy, I think, took that jump expecting to get the boost as well. Ends up missing the boost somehow. From my angle, like he deserved it. Didn't get it. Sends that one wide. Rook again with a flick. He's been very dangerous with the flicks we saw in game number 1. Caught Breezy out multiple times, leaving his net a little bit too open. Shot on target. Breezy, plenty of power, but Rook in the way. Boost available for Breezy. Rook misses out. Have to play this on low. Breezy just trying to get the ball towards the target. Oh, well done by Rook. He's got a counter here. It should be a goal to Rook. It is. He's got around it. He'll find his third. Breezy went hard there in attack. A couple of fierce shots on target, but Rook, he was there for both and ends up transitioning from one end to the other. Finds his third. Breezy set himself up here, so we just give him the ball straight to Rook there. Rook low on booster, he doesn't die, still doesn't die, ends up being pushed away from the play. Breezy will go for mid. Rook has preserved all of his boost to this point, used it now, gets the flick away. Breezy will send it wide. Rook doesn't go for the corner, realises the threat is there. He made that mistake last time Breezy scored. Breezy taking the back corner here, full of boost, really dangerous now. Breezy trying to figure out when to challenge, and he picks a damn good time as he swats it over the top, and it is straight in the net. We are all square once again. 1 minute left on the clock. So much better watching Rook's one's gameplay than playing against it. Yeah, he's good, isn't he? When have you played against Rook? Do you queue into him? Do you? Not sure I've seen you shape up against him on stream, Mozzie. How are you, Mozzie? As well. Welcome, welcome. Long time no see. Set up here from Rook. He had the bump available as well. Breezy knew it. Didn't challenge early. Fell victim to the air dribble that came his way. Yeah, either way, that was going to be a goal. I don't think Breezy was getting in the way unless he went really high, really early. Yeah, in ranked art, very good, very good. Breezy is the best non-lines ones player I've ever seen. Yeah, he's doing a good job. He's doing a very good job, to be fair. Oh, the boost. Oh, it looked like Breezy was tempted to go for the boost there. He ended up not. It would have been fatal had he. Both players share an awkward interaction. It'll be a race to the defense here. Offense, if you're in Rook's POV. What a flick it was. It's the first time we've seen Rook hold a 2-goal lead since game number 1.
This is Rocket League!
And it is a very dangerous time to have it if you're Breezy. A lot to do with 30 seconds remaining. This is a big kickoff. It falls in favour of Rook. He'll take the ball and the boosts. He's going to the air once again. Breezy will be relying on a failed attempt here from Rook, which it is, but he's hit the ball awkwardly here. It's going to be difficult to convert. He's got 50 left in the tank. He's relying on Mech now to secure the goal. He gets it. Goes to the ceiling with 55 boost in the tank. And uses all that he has in the arsenal to get it on target. He closes the gap. Another huge kickoff. Rook takes it. The wave dash kickoff ends up landing the wave dash awkwardly. Breezy will have no boost. He ends up jumping away from this. Rook will score. Rook will win. It's been a very entertaining one series. Breezy, a little bit desperate in the last challenge. You don't blame him. 4 seconds left on the clock. Rook saw it coming. He ended up winning the kickoff. He's won most of the kickoffs here in game number 3. It's been a big part of the difference between the two players as Rook goes to work for his team. He takes the 1s and will send them to the 2s with a handy advantage in the series.
Stop! He's already dead!
Funda, how are you, mate? Welcome. How you doing, man? I think we're going to the 2s. I hope we're going to the 2s. I'd love to save the 3s for last. Yeah, it was a very entertaining series. Well played to Breezy. Thanks to the Flying Dutchmen for accepting that matchup. I think they would have rather, probably as much as Breezy wouldn't have, on a personal level, they would have rather probably play Lawsy versus Breezy and just taken the L and gone to work in the 2s to try and take it to the 3s to settle it. They've got a lot of work to do now. Lawsy and Mobbles will be difficult to overcome. Frosty and Waynsta will have their work cut out for them. Not with the 5 gifted subs to the channel. My man. What a Chad. There he is. He'll go straight to the top of the gifted sub leaderboard where he leads my channel and the Scuff channel now as well. Thank you, Nobo. Congratulations to Jenko, Bents, Chubsy Turtle, and Frosty, who is on the ball right now. We're the beneficiaries. Mobbles takes a touchdown. Thanks, Nobo, again. Hope you're well, my guy. Lawsy tries to take the ball to the corner. Use Mobbles that follows closely behind. Frosty with a heavy challenge here. Waynsta will take this wide. Mobbles is going to follow it. Very gold-looking car there for Mobbles. Gold octopus and all. Frosty transitions this one downfield. Lawsy waits back. Lawsy and Mobbles both go again. This is the second time now we've seen the team Tentacle players double commit there in defense. As Lawsy takes the back corner boost, takes to the air. It's the first time we've seen him have any space on the field, and he walks it over the top. He ends up saving his own shot. Mobbles, bang! Oh, what a save from Frosty! Oh, Mobbles fired that into the top corner. I thought that was a goal for all money, and it's been denied by Frosty. The best reaction time in the West. Yeah, that's right, there it is. Thank you for that, Wiz. What a save from Frosty. Lawsy takes Frosty out of the game. It's Mobbles who comes in, it's high. Had to get it over the top of Waynsta, who was there. Tight looking series so far. Lawsy with a quick cut goes over the top of one. He's going to land the reset. I'm not sure where he's going. Mobbles is there this time. Good close rotation there from Mobbles. Stays in the play. Spotto. How are you, mate? Welcome. Welcome. Hope you're well, mate. Mobbles only as far as Waynsta here. Waynsta's going to hit it straight back to Lawsy. Really not a recommended thing to do. Lawsy palming the ball. Looks to put that middle only as far as Frosty on this occasion. Mobbles challenges hard on Frosty. Waynsta and Lawsy eye off each other and they both turn away from the ball in the end. Falls to Waynsta. After all of that, Lawsy on the back wall. Mobbles also goes. Lawsy gets a clean punch. You can hear it. Audible punch off the back wall there. Mobbles with a chance to hit the double. Does! I think it was in. Lawsy ends up coming in. It was dangerous. He had to go. I don't think Mobbles would be upset that he did at all. I think Mobbles might have had it on target, but we'll never know how far away Waynsta was here. And the first goal on the board comes in favour of Team Tentacle. Mobbles into Lawsy. Good start for them. Tough shoot to the corner, Frosty. Seems a little bit wide there. Lawsy will follow it. Again, Lawsy with a bit of space. No one there to close him down immediately. Goes over the back. It's off the crossbar and out. Mobbles this time a little bit too far away and Frosty's there. Waynsta ends up just pushing it wide. Mobbles a little bit too far away on that particular occasion. Waynsta into the back wall. Frosty's up. It's going to be awkward for him to bring around. He can't. Lawsy, sorry, goes over the top. There's Lawsy once again. Oh, he's got it this time. Finds the bottom corner. Brings it around from downtown. Gets a nice cut. Waynsta doesn't challenge immediately. Gets caught by Lawsy. The one place you don't want to be on the field right now is locked up in a 1v1 versus Lawsy. Good kick off though in favour of the Flying Dutchman. That's gone high from Waynsta. Lawsy was there. Frosty will shoot. Oh, Lawsy gets in the way and denies them. Minute and a half left on the clock. Still a 2-goal lead in favour of Team Tentacle. Lawsy, flip available, uses it immediately, looking for the double. Waynsta meets him on the back wall and sends it away. Mobbles will send it back in. Waynsta again required on the back wall. Frosty there again. Gets a little bump. Lawsy goes high. Can't get a double on this, I don't think. As he sends it wide, Frosty's put himself into an awkward position here. Panicking a little bit on the save. Mobbles sends it back middle. Waynsta awkward again. Lawsy's going to score. Series of awkward moments from the Flying Dutchman. Continuous pressure from Team Tentacle. And they've found their third. Looking good early in the twos. This is a do or die contest between the two teams. The loser of the crew battle will be eliminated from the tournament. The winner will remain on their final life and move into the 1 and 2 group. Face off against other 1 and 2 teams. Crossing the touch inboard, Lawsy direct challenge over the top. Just seems to be involved in every single play, doesn't he? He just doesn't give it up. He's got another reset. Can't quite. Mobbles will say thank you very much. You go to work, Lawsy. I'll hang around. And when you need me, I'll be there. Mobbles finds the fourth. Lawsy and Mobbles looking like a brutal combination. As was said by Scuffcord. Top of the post. Oh, they just can't buy one. Frosty's hit the post and out. Waynsta with a cut inboard. Frosty a little bit too close. Lawsy tries to get the redirect. He's so quick, isn't he? So quick to react to everything that's happening. Alone in defence now. It's a 2v1. Good touch there immediately from Waynsta. Frosty bails from the play. He's going to be trapped in a 1v1 versus Lawsy, and he has conceded. Lawsy finds his fourth. Team Tentacle have their fifth, and they will win game number 1 of the twos. Make no mistake. Frosty downfield. They've been extremely unfortunate. The Flying Dutchmen. I don't think they have had enough chances to recover the 5-0 deficit. They certainly should have had a few. I don't think 0 reflects their efforts here. Gex, welcome to the stream, mate. Yeah, Team Tentacle doing very well. There's a really tight series, if you missed it, between Rook and Breezy. They fished out Breezy. They fished out the top seed into the ones to face off against Rook. Rook got it done in game number 3. And they're looking strong again here in the twos. Here we go. We reload. The Flying Dutchmen regain one more chance at it. They're going to have to do it the hard way. The reverse sweep, the only way through. Delayed kickoff from Waynsta. Possibly assumed that Lawsy had some evil kickoff that he was going to lose to regardless of how fast he went. Waynsta was a good attempt. Lawsy was up to the challenge and Lawsy will score. Mobbles are going to try and steal it. She can't quite get there. Yeah, must win to stay in the tournament. Yeah, that's right. And they have a pretty vicious looking Lawsy staring at them from the other end of the field. It is Lawsy versus Frosty this time. Frosty well beaten. Lawsy pushes it straight through. Mobbles high. Oh, it's a close shot. A good shot in the end, but it's just a little bit too high. Lawsy into the corner. Frosty will take it away. It's awkward though. Oh, what a setup from Mobbles. God, I was talking about it earlier in the crew battle. It looked like in their last series, Lawsy and Mobbles started to get the pieces together. And when the engine started moving, they looked like a very scary duo. We're seeing a lot of that now. Mobbles, I think in the first round, maybe even first round and a half, wasn't really sure how to play around Lawsy. Of course, not all Mobbles' fault. Lawsy also possibly quite difficult to play around himself in his own right, but Mobbles definitely has figured things out here. Lets Lawsy cook, stays close to the play. And they are cashing in on so many opportunities now as Lawsy just dances around everyone on the Flying Dutchman. Just takes 1, 2, 3 touches. No one's expecting it, and he finds the open net. Lawsy has their third. Need to update the overlay. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. You even paid the 100 Scuffcord to make your point. I respect that. Thank you for the heads up.
Stop! He's already dead.
Lawsy is feral today? Yeah, Lawsy came here with no intention of going 0-3 by the looks of it. Frosty's awkward. Frosty's doing his best to own goal. He's even dunked his teammate. Oh, it's going to be a goal. Lawsy will turn and shoot. Oh, there's so much pain in that passage of play. Waynsta eventually had the clear after Frosty took multiple touches into his own back wall. 4-0 the advantage. How are they going to get 4 past Lawsy and reclaim this deficit? Mobbles high into the ceiling. Lawsy staying close. He'll take the ball back. Of course, the mechanical prowess of Lawsy. You're not even safe when he's in his back line. If he can get space and time in defense, he can run that ball all the way downfield. Frosty up, shot available. That is well wide. Mobbles going to town on Waynsta, and Waynsta forced to recover. The 1v1 situation against Lawsy, going for mech. Doesn't quite work out, looking for the ceiling into second reset. Can't find the second reset, ends up going past. Waynsta with a challenge. Lawsy against Frosty, immediate flick, double available, goal, 5. He's just so fast. From positions where he doesn't look super threatening, he's just able to pick the ball up and fire it away. Get himself into good position to follow it up. This is out this time. Mobbles with a chance. Waynsta gets in the way. Frosty. Oh, Frosty's missed out. I'm not sure if Frosty was being disrupted back there by Mobbles. No mercy, Mobbles. Yeah, no mercy. No mercy at all here. Yeah, I mentioned it earlier. I think it was a win for Team Tentacle to get the 1v1 between Breezy and Rook. Of course, it was a really tight series, and if Breezy had taken it, then the 2s here wouldn't be a big deal because they would have the 3s to go to. Fortunately, it was Rook, which is what Breezy was fearing. They would have second seed against top seed, and that top seed would actually lose the match. Of course, no shame in that. Rook is an outstanding ones player. There should be a goal. It should be their first of the 2s. Mobbles gets back and keeps it out. We saw so many chances for the Flying Dutchman in game number 1. That's their first big chance here in game number 2. Mobbles able to keep it out. Not many saves on offer to cash in on in this series for them. That is one of the rare ones. That, Jesus, this is heartbreaking for the Flying Dutchman. Oh my. Is Breezy going to cast all of the Tentacle matches after this year? Yeah, possibly. Bring the darkness back. Waynsta getting a controlling touch here. Just a direct line challenge there from Mobbles is effective. Sends the ball to Frosty. Frosty with a chance. Ends up missing out on the touch. Lawsy just takes it away from all of the players on the Flying Dutchman. Here comes Mobbles. Met by Frosty. Waynsta tries to cut around Lawsy. He's having none of it. Lawsy with no boost. Take the mid. Frosty in defense. Hits it only as far as Lawsy. Lawsy on the back wall. Waynsta will need a touch. He doesn't get it. Mobbles here. Mobbles misses. Big chance for Mobbles. Mobbles has cleared that. Surely this is a goal. It is a goal. Waynsta has the first for the Flying Dutchman. It was far from convincing. It was far from conventional. But it is a goal nonetheless. Can we get the Germany, Brazil? Yes. Let's see. The 7-1 on offer. Lawsy taking out Wayne. After Wayne taking out Lawsy's teammate in Mobbles. Wall pinch coming in from Lawsy. It's missed. Waynsta dives at it regardless. 60 boost to take Mobbles. With a second touch into the ground. 6-1. 10 seconds remaining to secure the Brazil. The back wall from Lawsy. Mobbles too close to the play. Frosty could score their second. He's not going to get there. 6-1. It's a 2-0. They take the 2s as well. The Flying Dutchman will be eliminated. But we will head to the 3s regardless. And we'll see what the series may have looked like had we had different matchups across the board. Yeah, 1,000 points there for Lawsy. Mobbles playing an outstanding series in her own right as well. Massive, monstrous Mobbles. Pressure off. Yeah, let their hair down for the 3s. Hopefully they can enjoy it. Lawsy's taking a deep breath here. Maybe unsure whether we do play the series regardless of the 2-0 so far. Yeah, I think talked about it last time. I might have actually cast all 3 of the Team Tentacle games so far, but talked about it last time that Team Tentacle starting to look very scary. And although they are in the 0 and 2 group, they will head now to the 1 and 2 group. They are a team that a lot of teams would be very scared of. They're a very versatile team. I remember when we picked the players for this team, they're very ones-based, ones being obviously a critical component of crew battles in general. They have Rook as their middle seed, who could easily match a lot of the top seeds, like you've seen here today. It's going to be a goal. Oh, seriously. You're not scared of anyone, Stem? That's fair. Nor should you be. Nor should you be. You're up very late for a Tuesday evening, Stem. What's going on? Not used to seeing you around these circles. It's 11:15 your time. Welcome, though. Welcome. Cry, welcome. Also very late for you. Also New Zealand based, obviously. I didn't just read that from your name. I am aware that you are from New Zealand. Bedtime in 10 minutes, that's fair. Early 1-goal lead here to Team Tentacle. You see Rook takes to the air. Lawsy wants a little piece of it as well. Can't quite get there. Mobbles rotates in. Sends a good ball middle. Both players on retreat, obviously using plenty of boost for the aggressive double commit play in attack. Yeah, I think what we're seeing from Mobbles and Lawsy now in their 3rd crew battle together is chalk and cheese compared to the messy style that we saw from them when they first appeared on screen. It was all very much Lawsy just trying to take the reins in the contest, but it's unfortunately you can't really just do that. You really need your teammate to play a part because every team is strong here. As much as some people refuse to believe it, teams are reasonably well balanced here and everyone is required to have an influence, and we talk about it quite a lot. The teams that do utilise their lowest rank to full effect are those that do very, very well in the tournament, and I think Lawsy and Rook are realising that now. Mobbles is having a say in these contests, and the results are clear in front of you now. They've won the ones, they have swept the twos emphatically, and they are in charge so far of the threes. Balanced, yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yes, you might as well. You might as well. I don't think Lawsy was expecting his entire team to miss that. Ends up jumping pretty late for this, going to get a chance here. This is Breezy's native game mode. See if Breezy can go to work here. And Breezy does actually face off against Lawsy a fair bit in this game mode. Lawsy, for those that don't know, is more of a casual warrior. Very capable ones player when he grinds the mode. Usually sits in or around the top 10 in Oceania for the mode. And does play a lot of casual, which is where Breezy has seen him frequently. Large and in charge, yes sir. We're locked up at one apiece. It should be a good series, this. It's disappointing that we, from the neutral perspective at least, that we didn't see this go to the threes as the defining game mode, because I think this will be an even lobby here. Good touch from Waynsta. I'm not sure he knew much about it, but it's effective nonetheless. Rook gets a little bump off the ball. Here comes Waynsta over the top of Mobbles. Waynsta, another one available, goes for the boost instead. Hits it past Lawsy. The Lawsy effect isn't as vibrant in the threes game mode as it is in the ones and twos. Waynsta and Breezy, this is where they're most comfortable. What a shot from Rook. Just have to watch this again here. Ball comes in from Mobbles. It's a nice pass inboard. Rook finds the angle. Net is completely open. I'm not sure if there was a bit of a bumping going on in the net to clear the space there, but either way, nobody was there. Frosty inboard bump comes in from Breezy, rattling it there in the forward line. Waynsta alone in defence. Lawsy sees Rook there on the wall, not interested, just goes straight through, sends the ball high. Mobbles will fire away. It'll be Frosty. I think threes actually might be Frosty's main game mode as well, to be fair. Regardless, they remain a goal down. Lawsy finds multiple touches past a couple of players here. Frosty puts it back into the corner. Rook and Mobbles combine, and Lawsy just puts it into safety. Always gets so much power on every touch, doesn't he? Throws everybody off in the lobby when he does so. Rook, soft touch this one. Frosty will send it middle. Breezy with a chance. Goes the fake. Doesn't work out. He's met well. It was Lawsy who saw the fake. Bang! Waynsta's missed out. Breezy will go. Oh, he's been bumped! I'm not sure who it was that collected him. Breezy finally saw an opening and was swiftly yeeted out of the way and denied his chance. Waynsta's fired that high. It's been the story of the night for the Flying Dutchmen. They've generated so many chances, but it's been the fourth man who has caught them out more often than not. Yeah, I think the team does look good. I think the team's I think the team's not in a good position, obviously, in 1 and 2, but I think they are looking really strong. Yeah, and we do see it. We do see it a fair bit. And to be fair as well, another thing to consider with this format and the nature of this tournament, as we've seen multiple times now, is that teams that do really well in the Swiss do seem to struggle a little bit in the finals because, well, I mean, I'm not saying because, but there are some philosophies around this, mostly around the fact that teams that do well in the Swiss advance early. Let's say the 3-0 teams, while the teams that do battle through the Swiss play a lot more games together. They end up playing 5 games before hitting the Swiss, opposed to the other team's 3. The other component to that is those that go 3-0 are there playing games for the first 3 rounds and then spend the last 2 rounds on the sidelines waiting for the finals to start, while the teams that go through in the 3-2 group or 2-2 group play the full 5 rounds and have a very warm engine by the time they hit the finals, and a very clear and distinct way they want to play the game and structure their team. We do see it very often. The one team that has broken that rule, of course, was the very strong Drunk Hooligans last season in J. Cool, Zacryptic and Drunk, who surpassed everyone's expectations last season. All 3 players, excuse me, looked a lot better than any of us thought they would. They all were very, very strong, but of course they all hit it off immediately. They all started playing together immediately. They all, found a lot of comfort in each other socially as well. Made a huge difference to that team. I gotta tell you, it was the chat that just played. That's what I meant. Because we were talking about it. I gave you all the clues, Steph. It was the team that I told you that there was like pre-game chat. And then in the chat, I said that there was, the chat's going off again, which indicated that the same chat was going off that we were already talking about. The clues were all there, I think. Anyway, that's how I remember it. Anyway, we're still, yeah, that's how I remember it. I don't know whether I did give all the clues that I suggested I did, but I thought I did. I don't know. Anyway, we're still locked up here at 0-0. Breezy J, you see Lawsy charging in there, Rook waiting back. Bump comes in from Mobbles, ends up favouring Breezy. He's got no boost though. Challenge comes in from Rook. Lawsy with the infield pass towards his own net. Yeah, you thought that was the case when he got steered another way. Yeah, it was. There was nothing real venomous going on. Just maybe a little bit of what you might consider poor sportsmanship, I guess. And yeah, something you wouldn't like to see in real sport. I'll tell you that. It probably wouldn't fly in real sport. I suppose in Scuff, like it's really difficult to uphold those values or to enforce the values, but we do like to do it the traditional way, where you meet on the field, you sweat your ass off your enemies for 5 minutes, and then the game ends. You smile, you shake hands, and you go to the bar for a beer or a Coke or whatever it is you're into. That's the vision, but it's very difficult to implement, as it turns out. Need to update the overlay again? Yeah, sure. Thank you, Pickles. Yeah, you can just assume at this point that Team Tentacle has the dots, as it has been the case all series long so far, although we're still locked up at 0-0 here in game 2 of the 3s. Breezy challenging Lawsy immediately here, trying to shut him down as much as they possibly can. Good touch off the backboard from Mobbles. Breezy will go. He's met by 2. It's Rook and Lawsy. Net open goal. Waynsta, the Flying Dutchman. They have the lead. They have not led a contest since the 1s. Here they are in game 2 of the 3s with a handy little 1-goal lead. Yeah, we'll see. It's easy for me to sit here and talk about good sportsmanship, but I'm probably likely to tilt out just like everybody else does, and you can stick your beer up your ass. No, I would definitely have a beer with you, Stem. It would be a pleasure. What which are you, North or South Island, Stem? If you don't mind me asking, of course, if you don't want to dox yourself at all, then feel free to say so. North? Probably that. Yeah, I've been to the south. I haven't been to the north. Here they're both lovely. Spent a couple of weeks in the south. There is a breaks rule 1s. The rule 1 is actual garbage though. It really is. I'm not a fan. I gotta be honest, I'm not a fan. I'm not sure that like I consciously break them. I remember there was one that I broke in game on stream once. So there's a goal from Rook, the equaliser. It was one that I broke in game once, but I didn't even realize we were in it because I was going like up the coping. And as I was going up the coping, I got hit front on and I jumped. And then the person that hit me like complained about it, but I had ball cam and I couldn't even see what was happening. All I knew was that my car had stopped, so I just jumped. Okay, all right. Stop shouting at me, Stim. I'm trying to explain it. There was no malice in it, but saying that, I do have no respect for the rule in general. You lost count of how many I broke. I don't know how much truth's in that one. Spearmint Milk, yeah, Spearmint Milk is actually really good. Shy. By the shot on target. We're all locked up. Looks like we're heading for overtime here. It's a good performance in the threes. Oh no, not like this. Lawsy has found a cruel angle. The Flying Dutchmen have conceded a goal. Oh, what a pre-flip by Lawsy. Pinpoint accuracy. Gee, I didn't think there was even a chance available. And somehow, from nowhere, Lawsy has scored. What was that? Oh, ransom goal to Breezy! He's turned around and said, not today. Give us that OT. 2 apiece between the teams. He has just beaten Rook out to the ball. Oh, I can't believe it. Here we go. We're locked up in OT. Suddenly, this has become very interesting. What a shot from Lawsy. I can't believe the pre-flip we saw come in from him to nearly deny us the OT, and the kickoff. Breezy was there in a flash. He was having none of it. And executes to perfection. It's Frosty going to try and follow it up with a second. Lawsy just dives in and sends it wide. It looks ridiculous, but it's so impactful. It just sends the ball flying away from harm. Although he's missed out this time, you see Mobbles, and Rook both go. Breezy taking Lawsy out of the equation. Waynsta unsure when to challenge. Frosty comes in now. Lawsy gets the challenge. It goes high. Of course it does. Every time Lawsy touches the ball, it just goes an absolute mile. 50 there on the goal. It's goal. No, Rook has saved it. Breezy been denied by Rook on the goal line. Waynsta sends it back in. Lawsy and Mobbles again combine in defence. They go for the same ball. Breezy, another chance. Mobbles alone in defence. Mobbles makes the save. Oh, it's in! They score! And they're taking us to the 3rd game. It's turned into a high-octane series of threes. And Mobbles has put it in. Lawsy's calling it a redirect. I'm not sure there's any venom in it.
Do it!
You're not entertained, yeah. This is an elim match? Yes. The Flying Dutchmen have been eliminated already. We are playing for
He's beginning to believe.
seedings here in this match. You see Rook, MVP of that game. Difficult for Lawsy to have as big of an impact in the threes, obviously. Imagine if Breezy won the tournament. Yeah, no. Cannot happen at this point, unless we do sub him into another team. It's been handy, actually. Most of the admins, I think Thor was the only one. Oh, sorry, Mers as well. Didn't join up this time round, so we do have them as subs, which is extremely handy. They're very easy to chuck in. They're all very friendly people, all fun to play with, and we have quite a diverse set of ranks across the admin group as well, so it makes it very handy. Fuck no, I see him again. Yeah, it's all he's got. If you can avoid him, you'll do pretty well, to be honest. Thor, my arch nemesis. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was probably one of the what would you call it? One of the matches with the most heat in it. Last crew battles, I think, when you came up against Thor, there was some controversial events that took place there. Probably in that particular case, there were probably some lines that were crossed. Let's be real. Yeah, well, I think it'd be good if they did. We will definitely be asking players if they want to become subs. I think we've had it in the past where we've thrown people in as subs and then they've said that they don't want to be subs for the event. They'd rather just sit back and relax from the sidelines once the event's over, which is completely fine. But we will definitely yeah, definitely try to. We also have some players that haven't yet had an opportunity to play that are subs. So they will probably, if we do know them well enough and understand their rank and whatever and feel comfortable throwing them in, those that haven't had a chance to play on a full roster will get the priority as subs over those that did play in the main events, if that makes sense. So we're going to win 3 battles again. Let's go. How have you been finding your team there, Mobbles? I actually really like playing with Blast. I think Blast is constantly underrated by people. I think Blast is actually a very good player. A lot of people just look at his, his general rank and go, he's just a GC1. Come crew battles, he's one of those players that we definitely see higher than his rank, because he is a very strong player. And that's going to be, that's going to be a golden Rook. Nice shot. He's very strong in all 3 game modes. His Blast, as we saw, he took down Mitch in this crew battles MVP of round number 2. I think the voting. I don't think he can be beaten in the voting for that at this stage. Your poor boy Snack. Yeah, I know. It's people like Snack that I'm definitely talking about. Yeah, unfortunately, we just haven't had a C3 spot come up. We've had plenty of like high GC1 spots come up. We've had to find placements for, and GC2s and GC3s have been rife. There's also been some like high diamond spots open up. Just that. It's weird because that C2, C3, I think Snack definitely looks more like a C3. Look at his face. Oh, bang, Lawsy scores in a second. He definitely looks more like a C3. There just hasn't been any subs needed for that rank, unfortunately. We had one earlier in the tournament when we were looking for a sub full fighter, and I think we reached out in the chat and it was Mets that was available for that one. That would have been a good one for Snack to get involved in. Of course, it'd be really handy to get him involved so we can actually see him in action, so that if he does want to play in the next crew battles, we'll know roughly where we can seed him. Start for a flip, sentence applied. Bit of work to do here for the flying Dutchman. Yeah, just looking at his ranks, yeah, it looks that way. He definitely looks very capable. I saw he was in the 1500s a couple of seasons ago. Frosty tries to open up the angle. He can't quite. Fires it straight at Models. Models just goes bang downfield. Waynsta will put it wide. Nobody following it except for Rook. In fact, the net was, you would argue, reasonably open there. Lawsy going for another double touch. I've got to say the pre-flip angle from Lawsy in game number 2 there was probably the highlight of the series so far. What a shot that was, of course. Oh, what a shot from Breezy. Good play in the end, actually, from the Flying Dutchman. Plenty of pressure. Frosty gets a great touch into the back wall. Breezy not missing out. You see the rotations really clean as well. Waynsta on his way back gives Breezy the opportunity to jump and executes well. Mobbles grounded, unable to get in the way of that, and it's going to be very difficult for anybody to save that opportunity. Breezy with another chance. It's Breezy versus Lawsy. This is what we were hoping to see earlier. Can Breezy do anything? Gets it top. Oh, Lawsy's up and keeps it out into the final 30 seconds. Oh, it's a goal. Frosty's got it over the top. The Flying Dutchmen are suddenly back. Waynsta sends it middle. Frosty's there over the top of Mobbles. And the Flying Dutchmen are back in the contest all of a sudden. Like my first season, I didn't have to play any ones. Yeah, that was quite funny because you made Nob play all the ones and made it sound like you didn't play ones. And then it turned out you're an actual god at ones. Oh, that's going to be a goal, surely. Lawsy, 1v1. Well done by Waynsta to keep it out. Breezy alone in defense. They just want it to stop. Just let it stop so we can go to OT. We do head to OT. 2 apiece. A game apiece. It's all on the line. It's unfortunate that the threes isn't the deciding game mode because it has been a thrilling series. Breezy does his best not to own goal. Gets in the way of Rook. Frosty will push it downfield. Is anybody there? No, it's a goal. They win the threes. The Dutchmen take a series after all. I don't know how they reclaimed this from the depths. They were 2-0 down with not much time remaining in game number 3 there. They have struck 3 times in no time to take the threes. Good performance from them. I know it looked like a one-sided crew battle, but the ones was extremely close. Had it gone in Breezy's favour, they would have won the contest. Outstanding series from all 6 players involved. Good team spirit on display from the Flying Dutchmen. They are eliminated. They hung it out. GG's all round. They have taken the threes. They have stuck to their guns. And they have made it all worthwhile. Outstanding crew battle in the end. The twos was dominant for Lawsy and Mobbles. Team Tentacle will move into the 1 and 2 group. And they look scary all of a sudden. It must be said. It must be said that they have a very scary team. They're starting to find their groove. And there are going to be some teams that will be pushed to their very limits by this trio. GG's to Waynsta, Breezy, and Frosty. It has been a bumpy ride for the Flying Dutchman team from the get-go. They've done well to stick it out and endure and get the job done for the interest of the tournament. They have been eliminated 0 and 3. There will be 4 teams that go home 0 and 3, unfortunately. Let's go. Yes, GG's. You've beaten like 3 people who don't even play one. That's a lie. That's got to be a lie. Surely. Hold on. Who'd you beat? I can't remember off the top of my head, actually, but I don't feel like that's very true. I think you're selling yourself a little bit short there, Stem, to be fair. Lawsy to come back and take out crew battles. I'll tell you what. It's a very interesting team, Team Tentacle. I don't think they are without the talent to do so. I'll say that much. I think that they may break down in other areas a little bit from time to time. But I certainly think that they have the talent in the lineup to take out the tournament. I think that ones is a critical component of this tournament, and they are stacked in that regard. Yeah, you could argue that they have the best 1v1 player in the tournament at the top end, and they have the best 1v1 player as a middle seed as well. Quite possibly. Although, Stem, you could argue that you are also the best 1v1 player as a middle seed. What's going on? Breezy 1v1 for fun. Yeah, well, let's run it. Let's get it. Let's get what we were after all along. Where did my game go? Let's go. Wait, law. Let's go. We'll see. We're gonna get a little added extra here. We're gonna see. Let's just clean up the overlay a little bit. Get rid of those. We're gonna go to the ones. We're gonna pretend that we've got some ones on offer here. We got Breezy L and Warzy ready to go. Shut up. Well, what are you going to do? You're a victim of your own success, Stem. You don't blame me. You got no one else to blame but yourself. Yeah, we're going to get a little show match here. Breezy J versus Lawsy. Breezy J, first reset, going for a double. Got it. Not sure he's got it. Yes, he does actually have it. Lawsy challenges, but Breezy takes the boost. And mechanical spines and awkward. Yep, that sounds about right. Oh, Lawsy with a few resets here. Breezy unsure when to charge. If it was on target, it was going to be a goal. Ended up getting pumped. Lawsy's been an absolute menace here. Oh, Breezy J. Oh, I don't envy them, man. I really don't, Lawsy. He's one of the best 1v1 players in the country, in the region, I should say, on his day. You lost to everyone that plays once. Who have you lost to? I know you lost to Mitch. Was it Mitch in full tilt? I think you lost to Mitch in full tilt. That's the only one I actually remember you losing, Stem. What other matches, what other 1v1s have you lost on stream? Models reckon secret beat Lawsy. I reckon, well, I don't know whether I'd make that call. I'd be interested to see if Breezy and Models could 2v1 Lawsy. I think they could. I think they could.
He's already dead.
I think they could. Tentacle could definitely be hard to beat. Yeah, I agree with you 100%, Gex. Like I said before, I think they have the talent and they have the skill set in the required game modes to do so. It's if they can get all the other components that are required together will be the big question. Let's hit the princess. Yes, sir. Well played, Mobbles. Well played. Hopefully it was an enjoyable series for you guys. Your first crew battles win. I think all three of you actually are new to at least doing crew battles here. I'm not sure if they've done anywhere else. But that is all three of your first win. Hopefully it felt good. Keeps your tournament alive for the time being. Locked up at one apiece here. I think I know what's happening here. Lawsy wants to look bad in ones because he knows that full tilt's coming, and the lower you're seeded in full tilt, the more money you can actually make in the tournament. Maybe that's what's going on here. Oh jeez, that was so close. Breezy just keeps it out. Lawsy definitely going mechy here. Breezy's going the full sweats. We hang on, we're feeling fine. Let's go. It's good to hear. Tight 3 series though. An entertaining 3 series. Very topsy-turvy near the end of the second 2 matches. Very entertaining, I must say. I think Lawsy wants to clip on Breezy. Yeah, I agree actually. Although saying that, he also doesn't want to lose, as it turns out, as he just slots one from the kickoff. Okay, I still don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't read too much into that. I think you actually played really well, and I think that those sorts of things will come as a natural side effect to yourself being involved to the level that you probably need to be to do well in full battles. If that makes a lot of sense. I think we've got a lot of like GC1, GC2, GC3 players running around in this event that you're at times going to have to try and keep up with. So I wouldn't read too much into the mistakes because they are certainly going to come, but you also need to put yourself in that very position to have success in the tournament. Now I guess the Musty into a reset. Musty again, surely it's high. Double, oh, he can't quite. He knows his stuff. He actually had the quick chat out before he even executed the second Musty. Breezy will score. Walks it down the field. Yeah, that was tight there from Lawsy. Wise words. Oh, thank you, Steph. You're too kind. Watch me do a drunk and go from D to GC. Hey, it happens. It happens. We saw it right in front of our eyes last time round. Yeah, it was incredible. And, yeah, the players around you also, they play a big part, for sure. It's not all on you. Not all on you at all. Drunky's nuts? Yeah, facts. Yeah, he's really good fun to play with as well, isn't he, Drunk? What a shot from Lawsy. Flip reset, bar down. Not sure if he followed it up with a double. Actually gets the Musty into reset. Did he follow it up with a double as well? Oh, not quite. Just bar down. You see, subtract a point for that, no doubt. Yeah, okay. Lawsy going again. Here, reset available. Breezy challenging, but he's got it over the top. It's a simple one for Lawsy there. Breezy has to go. Very difficult to intercept. Yeah, it is very fun playing with Drunk. He's a very good guy. It always brings a lot of energy to the contest, but also very competitive as Drunk. He doesn't like to lose. He likes to have fun, and he likes to bring all of his teammates up with him, but also is not interested at all in losing. Running in notebook, don't listen to risks. That is good advice. Lawsy, he's out for clips, but he's also going to take advantage of these ones that come his way. Advice from Twitch chat, yeah. Yeah, plenty of advice to live your life by flying around in Twitch chats around the world. Life is a lot better with a nice cold glass of spearmint milk, and also a nice cold slice of leftover pizza. I'll stand by that statement. Till the day that I die. Second reset. I don't think he's got the second reset there, Lawsy. But look at the recovery. I'd be on my back bouncing around into the opponent's net at that point. Lawsy is back on his feet immediately. Looks like Breezy's got a reset. A speed grip from Lawsy just launches himself there. Looks like he's got the cheat codes. Breezy hanging on. He's actually put in a decent performance here, Breezy. He's found 3. Doesn't have any boost. Lawsy's just hoovered it all up. Lawsy with another nice looking goal. I looked at Twitch chat for a moment, and there's Lawsy landing multiple resets. Gets 1, gets 2, finds the opening. It seems like every single time we get a clip from Lawsy, it's looking at it from Breezy's perspective. We in some way know what you're going through, Breezy. Breezy here. Can he find a 4th for his trouble? Lawsy in that position to get a good clear. Just multiple resets again, and that's a GG. Cheers to chat as well, everyone that's stuck around. Great games. I thought it would be a bit of a wash this series. I wasn't sure what we were going to get. It was just one of those matchups. We do get them from time to time where the 3 players on the respective teams just don't match up against the 3 players on the opposing team. We weren't sure what we were going to get, but it ended up being a very entertaining series nonetheless. You're awesome, Stem. No, you are. You are, Stem. Good night. Thanks for staying up well past your bedtime to tune in and have a chat. Always a pleasure. And we will see all of you in the next one. Thank you all. Thank you for supporting the content, as Rosh would say. And catch you next time.